All right, so we're sitting here with the August 14th Raiseday social influence leader. This is Curtis Mayfield, and he was the one that gave $1 and turned it into actually over $120 on Raiseday. And so I guess our question here is, if somebody's on the fence with doing Raiseday, what would you tell them to maybe get them off the fence for doing Raiseday?
That's a good question. It's difficult to kind of make a decision about what you're going to donate your charity dollar to. We all see the stuff on the news, and it makes it hard to make a decision. What I would tell someone that's on the fence, trying to make a decision on what is going to help you know that you're making a good decision and you're not throwing money in the wind into a charity of sorts, is that, think about it like this. Raiseday allows you to do an immense amount of good for a very small amount of money. So, for example, this week, how much money did you spend on a crappy latte or coffee on your way to work? How much money did you spend on a terrible overcooked burrito or McMuffin? And the typical haircut. I mean, for what you've done for a crappy breakfast and probably a haircut you may or may not have needed, you could have literally changed the path of how something is going to go or not go for the better. And for my wife and I, it really makes it easy for us because we're not extremely wealthy and we count every dollar. My wife makes me sit down at the end of the month with the piece of paper and go, okay, well, this is how much money you've got. So we're accountable for every single dollar that we have. What Raiseday allows us to do is kind of, dip your toes in the water of charity because it's such a big thing. This allows you to get a real healthy start at a local level and know that, okay, well, I want to start here at $1, and then you can feel a little bit more comfortable about it. And certainly the different varieties of local charities, you can really get on fire about something you're really passionate about locally, like my wife and I did with this most recent thing. And hell, we got it. Let's give $20 this time. You know what I mean? It allows you an opportunity to really go, okay, I'm not giving to some blind charity. I can see this less than 10 minutes from my house, and I can see it right away, which is really cool, and I think unavailable to you at any other charity anywhere in the world, frankly. I don't know that for a fact, but it makes me feel that way. So for someone on the fence, I would definitely tell them that be excited about this because A, you're doing it for pennies on the dollar, and quite frankly, it'll be the best bargain for your money, especially if you're as penny wise as I am and pinching them. You can spend $1 and get $100 worth of good out of it. And at the same time, you can track it, which means I know exactly where my $1, my $10, or even my $20 when we splurge, I know exactly where my $20 went, and I know it went to a local good.